Adventures of an Ordinary Dad is being brought to you by Tide, because in the oceans of life, laundry, and conversations with your spouse, we have the power to change the tide. Not affiliated with the University of Alabama. A newlywed couple strolls down the sidewalk. She says, "Did you see those shoes?" He says, "Nope." One simple question and one simple answer. And one botched opportunity that I've repeated 1,000,000 times in my life. Allow the geek in me to produce the flowchart of misunderstanding. Let's rewind. What she said was, "Did you see those shoes?" What she meant was, "Those heels rock, and someday I'd love to have a pair." Now, because he took this statement literally, as many men do, he saw it simply as a yes-no question. With increased silence, however, her train of thought goes a little like this. "Did you see those shoes?" plus his one-word answer and silence turns into, "He sure isn't saying much." This plus silence turns into, "He doesn't think I deserve those shoes." Now this plus silence turns into, "Who does this punk think he is?" If he doesn't respond soon, he may catch her purse with his 2 front teeth, prompting a quick field trip to the dentist. Here's the problem. We tend to see things our way first and interpret other people's actions as if they see things the way that we do. So in order for this guy to avoid flying purses, he needs to either learn to become a better translator or learn to love Novocaine. The wise husband will attempt to learn a second language, wife speak. And here's the disclaimer. The level of communication your relationship requires may vary. Please consult your better half for details. With a little bit of practice, you'll be able to catch this. "Did you see those shoes?" And immediately respond with this. "I didn't, but I'm sure you would rock the runway with them on your feet." Husbands, be bilingual. No offense, dentists. We just rather keep it to the twice-a-year cleanings. Tim Johnson, KSL-5 News. When it comes to misunderstanding others, I didn't have to go far to look for an expert. Now, seeing how I've made this mistake 1,000,000 times in marriage, I thought I'd call over my neighbor, a pretty cool and successful therapist. Under the cloak of, "Hey, can I borrow a cup of sugar?" I thought I could swindle some free advice out of him.
That poor guy in the video, he made what I consider to be a rookie mistake. He was not paying full attention. Now he'll learn as he goes on. He has to switch to a different channel. And eventually he'll build that channel and have that channel in his head. And that channel has to do with understanding that what a woman is saying, she's looking not so much for reaction to the content, she's looking for reaction to the meaning. And I'm not asking only if you've noticed these shoes or not. I'm pointing out these shoes because I want you to notice these shoes. It's not a yes or no question. He thought it was. He'll learn.
Great advice. So when I asked him how much the cup of sugar would cost me, he said, about $150. Did I mention he's smart? Now the couple in the video, that's my daughter Allie and her husband Jace. Allie takes after her mother, going into the pageant end of things. Jace is a multi-sport athlete who played rugby in high school for the legendary coach seen in the movie Forever Strong. That movie title would apply to their marriage too. They're 2 good kids learning from the old man's mistakes. They're good sports to help out. I thought the idea for a flowchart would be kind of funny. My brain is kind of wired for ESPN anyway. Drawing X's and O's. Why not draw the X's and O's for a marriage conversation? Who does this punk think he is? If he doesn't respond soon, he may catch her purse with his 2 front teeth, prompting a quick field trip to the dentist. The original script went into detail about the dentist, my brother. I was kind of trying to draw a punchline from family get-togethers, but it took too long to develop, so just kind of kept it generic, and I'm sure my brother would thank me for keeping him out of my stories. The theme of shoes has kind of popped up into a lot of stories. 5 daughters, shoes is a hot topic. It probably won't be the last reference to shoes you'll see.
Okay, really. Adventures of an Ordinary Dad is being funded in part by the fine folks at ClearPlay, the company that allows you to edit the bad stuff out of movies and enjoy the show.
Thanks for tuning into the podcast. Be sure to check out some of the other videos. One of those is an experiment in words that can help deal with misunderstandings. And be sure to subscribe to the channel. Thanks again.